Okay, so real quick, finding out that you're being worked on is not always a bad thing. So, story time. Okay, so the other day, my daughter was getting ready for school. Now, we all know that when teenage girls are getting ready to go anywhere, it is like watching the Tasmanian devil in action. So, anyway, she was in her room putting on her finishing touches and she was looking for something. She's like, Mom, I'm having a hard time finding the little travel perfume that you made me. Can you help me look for it while I finish doing this? I'm like, okay, babe, sure, whatever to set you up for success for your day. And she's like, can you go and see if it's in my purse? Now, we don't go in each other's purses. That's how I was raised. That's how I raised her. And so when we're asked to actively go in somebody's purse, we all hesitate. And I'm like, babe, I don't really want to go in your purse. She's like, Mom, it's fine. Just go see if you see it in my purse, because if it's not in there, I'm just going to have to take the big perfume that you made me to school. I said, okay. Now, I go and look at her purse, and it's a black purse, and it's black on the inside. I'm having a hard time finding this perfume as well, but I saw the little zipper pocket, which I almost missed because it's black on the inside and the zipper is black. So I open up this little zipper part and the perfume is not in there, but I find some interesting items. I find 3 tarot cards and 4 coins. Now, I just got my Hoodoo Tarot deck replaced for Christmas. The reason that I needed my Hoodoo Tarot deck to be replaced was because there were cards missing. I now know where they have been this entire time. So in this little pocket, I find the 3 cards that were missing from my Hoodoo Tarot deck. The Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Coins, 10 of Pentacles, and Aunt Carolyn, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and 4 coins. Now, to understand the 4 coins, we have to go back a little bit, okay? Now, 12 years ago, she was 4, okay? And we were just moving into our new home. And this is the day that I taught her our first little folk family tradition of things that we do. So we were moving into a new home and she was helping me cleanse everything, like wipe down everything. The house was a clear slate. I brought my pot, my herbs, my smoke pot, and the clothes and stuff that we needed. And so we're washing down the house, getting the home ready to be moved into. And I hand her 2 handfuls of coins. And I was like, hold out your hands. And I put the coins in her hands. I'm like, babe, put these in the corner. And she's like, what's this for? And this is when I taught her this. Quarter, dime, nickel, penny, keep them all and you'll have plenty. And I explained to her, I said, the way that me and daddy can afford these things is because if you do this, you keep money flowing into the house. So it was a quarter, a dime, a nickel, and a penny. You take 4 stacks of these and you put them in the corners near where your front door is. And she held on to this gem for 12 years. So the 3 tarot cards and the quarter, dime, nickel, penny. I asked her about it and I said, baby, you got money? Why do you have money work in your purse? She said, so I could keep my money right. Keep in mind, although she's 16, she doesn't have a job. I'm her main source of income, me and her dad. So I wasn't being directly worked, but I was being worked by proxy. And I noticed it is so crazy to me that I didn't even think about it. I guess because it wasn't a malefic piece of magic. But with her being a teenage girl, they are not for the weak. Barely for the strong, but definitely not for the weak. And there are times where I have to remind her, baby, mommy flips tarot cards for a living, not bricks. And her response is always the same. And she's like, but you always manage to have it, don't you? And I'm like, well, yeah. And that's usually the end of the conversation. Her response is so confident and audacious because she knows exactly what she is doing. So my baby this entire time has been doing money work on me. So listen, let auntie go ahead and give you a ritual, because I can attest to the fact that it works because I am on the receiving end of it. So should you find that you have a spare tarot deck, right? And even if you don't, if you don't have a tarot deck, you could use a playing card deck, all right? So the The pinnacles are diamonds, okay? You don't have a wheel of fortune, but the ace of diamonds and the 10 of diamonds will do. And if you want, maybe throw the 9 of diamonds in there as well. So get yourself a spare tarot deck. Pull out the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Grab a quarter, dime, nickel, penny. Keep it where you get your money, and you will have plenty. So we can go ahead and thank baby girl for this little nugget of a ritual. And also, too, it really just goes to show that even if you think that your children are not paying attention to you, they are watching. And apparently, they also hold on to the gems that you share with them for quite some time. And I have to admit, I definitely had a very proud mommy moment with this experience with my little alchemist. So, listen, try it, because I can tell you for sure it works.